Good evening, everyone. Today I'm here to speak to you on the topic human trafficking and our Jamaican children. An unknown individual once said, "People were created to be loved. Things were created to be used. The reason why the world is in chaos is because things are being loved and people are being used." These words are so profound when one considers the heinous act of human trafficking. Human trafficking is real, and it's important that we become aware of the implications it has on our children. I am very passionate about this topic for as long as I can remember. I have read articles, watched interviews, have done extensive research on this particular topic. According to the United Nations Office on Drugs and Crime, human trafficking is the recruitment, transportation, transfer, harboring, or receipts of persons by means of threat, force, abduction, fraud, giving or receiving of payments or benefits to achieve the consent of a person having control over another person for the purpose of exploitation. The exploitation of children in Jamaica is a serious problem. The 2013 United States Department report states that Jamaica is a source, destination, and transit country for trafficking children. According to Hendricks 2014, a few years ago, the group Shared Hope International conducted a sting operation where a 13-year-old girl was sold by her trafficker uncle to a Caucasian male poses as a tourist in Jamaica. The entire operation was caught on video and the trafficker was arrested. Let us look at the causes and consequences of human trafficking in Jamaica and possible measures that needs to be put in place in order to put an end to this criminal act. In addition, human trafficking in Jamaica has been the result of a number of causes. These causes include poverty, lack of proper parenting, greed, human cruelty, and the love of money. Broken homes are characterized by the lack of father or mother figures in the home, resulting in children working in formal sectors such as on farm or actively participating in street vending. Most of these children are being left in the hands of abusers and human traffickers who are allegedly relatives. An article on RJR website 2013 reported that Rowan Banks, a fisherman, and Venetia Reeves, his common law wife, have both been accused of enslaving a 14-year-old Asian girl. It's reported that in 2010, Banks went on a trip by boat to Haiti, where he saw the girl who lived in an impoverished area. He reportedly met with the child's mother and promised that her daughter would have a better life in Jamaica and would be sent to school. The mother agreed and Banks returned to Jamaica with the child. But on arrival, he reneged on his promises and locked her away in his house. An investigation by the Organized Crime Investigation Division led to the arrest of Banks and Reeves. People are blinded by greed and the love of money that stretches them to the extent of selling their own relatives, leading to adverse effects. Consequently, the effects of human trafficking have significantly negative impact on both the individual and the country. According to Pokarama 2011, the effect or impact from human trafficking can be psychological. Traffickers often recruit their victims between the ages of 6 to 24 because a young victim will easily succumb to force and give in. These victims are forced into activities such as sexual exploitation, illicit removal of organs, heavy, hazardous labor environments, and slavery, leaving them emotionally disturbed and scarred for life. Statistics provided by the Office of Children Registry between January and April 2012 states that 656 children have been reported missing. Of that number, 415 have returned home, while 118 remain missing. 2 of the missing children have turned up dead. The government remain alarmed at the high number of missing children and are concerned that some of these children are falling prey to forced labor trafficking. Even though the effects of human trafficking are so devastatingly disheartening, there is still hope, as these are measures being implemented to bring forth some possible solutions. A series of events to raise awareness about human trafficking has been implemented by the Jamaican government, including the passing of legislation and public awareness campaign to sensitize Jamaicans on the issue. This will help to reduce and subsequently put an end to this horrible act. In closing, let me leave with you these important points. Corruption is so widespread in our world that the greed for wealth and lack of love for humanity only further encourage trafficking of humans to flourish. Human trafficking has taken flight, leaving in its path a trail of destruction and death. It has shed negative light on our beautiful island, Jamaica. Whitney Houston, in her song Greatest Love of All Time, said that, "I believe the children are our future. Teach them well and let them lead the way. Show them all the beauty they possess inside. Give them a sense of pride to make it easier. Let the children's laughter remind us how we used to be. Let us continue to implement the solutions so that one day the phrase, 'People are created to be loved, things were created to be used,' will be in effect, and not vice versa." I thank you.